Hello and welcome to this mini book haul. As always, in the description down below you can get links to all of these books from bookshop.org. Bookshop.org is a company that works with local bookstores to help them get a little bit more funding and a little bit more money when you buy books through bookshop.org, or alternatively, I always recommend to you go to your library to go and pick up these books. So I decided to go do a little bit of book shopping the other day. I've got 3 of the physical books here and one of them hasn't arrived just yet, but I'll talk you through them. So the first book we're going to be talking about, and I think the one I'm most excited for to read, is Decolonial Marxism by Walter Rodney. Now that doesn't sound like something many people would be like, hey guys, I've got a fresh, cool, exciting book, Decolonial Marxism. Basically, Walter Rodney was a philosopher, political thinker, professor who wanted to really promote this pan-Africanism and also this, unity with Africa and also the Caribbean, and sort of bring forward a more egalitarian society globally, but also in the Caribbean and in Africa. This is a collection of his essays. It's important to note that Walter Rodney is a Pan-Africanist who actually is pro-Marx. There's a lot of people who feel like Marx's writings are very much in a European context and that it doesn't necessarily line up with a lot of other people. There's many books about that. I think like Black Marxism is one where they kind of argue, well, Marxism is a little bit too Eurocentric, whereas Walter Rodney doesn't necessarily think that's the case, and I think that's some of the stuff that is argued in this book, which is why I'm quite excited to read it. It's a collection of essays. If you don't know, I think Rodney's got probably a more famous book, which is How They Underdeveloped Africa. I'll put a screenshot here, and I think that's the book most people probably know him for. Also, the cover I have of that is similar to this. It's basically like this but in green. It's a really nice color. But yeah, that's also another Walter Rodney book I highly recommend, but I'm excited to read this. Number 2 is An Image of Africa by Chinua Achebe. I think I might already own this. I realized I bought a bunch of those. This is also Penguin, but I bought like the little green classics. Either I already have this as one of those, or some of the essays in that are also in this, or this is... So I'm not 100% sure anymore, but I really like the cover, so I bought it anyway, and I'll double check if I've got that as well. I might have given that away anyway, so if I need it for my collection, I've got it now. But I do really like these Penguin Great Idea books. I've just realized this one is a little scuffed, and I really should have gotten a discount when I bought it. Oh well, it's a lovely book. I like these books. It adds character, I'll say the scuff does. But yeah, again, Chinua Achebe's an author I really like. So yeah, I can't really say anything else. I've read his fiction stuff and his non-fiction stuff. So yeah, I enjoy Achebe's writing. And I know he's not for everyone, and I know sometimes his views might be marked by some of his personal politics, but yeah, oh my goodness, my gracious, my bird just flew here. But yeah, I highly recommend. Young lady, what are you doing there? Thirdly is Dostoevsky's White Knight. I wasn't going to buy this, and then the bookshop I went to buy some of the other books, and I bought a book for my friend the other day, this was just on the counter, and I was like, Dostoevsky. I hate myself, I'll read that. I thought, I read one Dostoevsky book, I try a short one, and I'm going on holiday, and this was very cheap, so I don't mind if I lose the book, although I'd quite like to keep it. I might start collecting the Penguin Classics too. But yeah, I thought I'd get a nice little pocket book to take with me on my trip and struggle for the whole 9 hours on the flight just to read this, perhaps. But yeah, it's Dostoevsky. It's gonna be a difficult read, I think. I think I'll barely understand it on the first read, but at least I can say, hey, yeah, I read Dostoevsky. That's just me, it's just me. I'm gonna struggle with this little tiny book, and it's so pocket-sized. I love books that are this size. And the final book I bought, which hasn't arrived yet because I wanted a specific cover because it looked nice, is Killing Commodore by Haruki Murakami. I'm not going to go into too much detail in this, because I'm reading this book for a video I'm planning to record next week. It's a long book and I'm not looking forward to getting through it, but do it for the content, guys. Do it for the content. So those are all the books from my mini book haul. As I said earlier, you can get all the books from the description down below from bookshop.org, which works with local bookshops to give them a little bit more funding whenever books are sold at bookshop.org. Or alternatively, as I always say, try and get the books from your local library. Always support your local library. Get a library card. You can get movies and manga and comics from there. Why wouldn't you go and join your local library? Let me know in the comments down below if you are a member of your local library. Also, if you have any thoughts on any of the books I've mentioned and any other recommendations you have, because I need book recommendations for my holiday. I've got 2 books, one that's here and one there. I'm gonna make a video on that as well, but let me know in the description or the comments down below any recommendations you have for me to take on my holiday. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, share the video with a friend or family member, and hey, I hope you have a great book to read today. Why'd I mess up my outro? I've been doing it for so long.